guys, it's Gabby and Aiden from the Love Mom channel, and Aiden is playing with his toys right next to me. He loves to take out all of his books and then throw them on the floor, and then I have to pick them up. But anyway, so we wanted to do a breastfeeding update because we are no longer breastfeeding, and I think that I was the mom that breastfed the longest out of the four of us. I breastfed for 8.5 months, and finally I decided that it was time for both of us to stop. You know, we were both I guess we reached the point where we were no longer comfortable breastfeeding. I felt like, you know, he was literally waking up like every 30 minutes at night to breastfeed. So neither one of us were getting any sleep. He wasn't getting any sleep. He was so grumpy that it was like ridiculous. I knew that it was time to stop. So basically, at about 8 months, I decided that it was time for us to stop breastfeeding, and I started the weaning process. And what I did was, for the first 2 weeks, I literally just stopped breastfeeding during the day, so I would only breastfeed at night. And you know, when he got used to that, then I moved on to, no longer breastfeeding at all. I tried to reduce the times I would feed him. At night. I would try to introduce formula at night. Since he was born, he has always had both formula and breast milk. Like I mentioned in my breastfeeding video, I initially thought that I was not going to be able to breastfeed. So he did go like the first week of his life with just formula and very little breast milk, and then I started working, you know, to build my supply and getting him up to actually getting, you know, breast milk, and to the point where I was exclusively breastfeeding for a while, and then I decided to do both because it was like the easiest thing for everyone involved. And so yeah, we're no longer breastfeeding. We stopped at about 8.5 months, but I honestly can tell you it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. One day I was just like, okay, that's it. You know, we've been 2 weeks just strictly breastfeeding at night. It's time for us to just stop completely. And I did it. Like, I just went the whole night without breastfeeding him. And the first night he did pretty good. He woke up, I think he woke up like 3 times, and I gave him a bottle and he was fine. The second night was when he realized, like, okay, this is it. I'm not getting my boob anymore. He cried for hours, like hours and hours, and I was so engorged. Like, that was the most pain I've ever felt in my life. Like, seriously, my boobs hurt so much. I was literally crying, and I wanted to give in so bad because I could see him crying and I was feeling a lot of pain. So I just wanted to give up, you know. I just wanted to keep breastfeeding, but I thought, you know what, I'm never going to stop. Like, I have to stop. I can't breastfeed him forever. So eventually, you know, I kept doing it, and then, you know, by the 4th night, I think that was the best night. He didn't cry as much. He actually took the formula. I obviously had to give him warm formula because if not, he wouldn't take it, and I still have to give it to him like that to this day. So yeah, he started doing better. He started sleeping more, and now he's to the point where he only wakes up once in the middle of the night. He'll wake up like at 3:30, and then I'll feed him his formula, and then he won't wake up until like 5:30 or sometimes 6:30. I'll give him another bottle, and then he's not up until 8:30 or 9:30. He's not really on a schedule. I know it's bad. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's bad or if it's good, but that's what's worked for us. I kind of just let him, you know, I mean, when he's hungry, he eats. When he's tired, he sleeps. I know that a sleeping schedule is really good, but it's hard. It's hard to get him used to it because, you know, my grandma helps me take care of him as well. She babysits for me, and she kind of, but like I was saying, it has been, you know, impossible for us to get on a schedule. We were on a schedule for a while, but it's hard when multiple people take care of him. You know, some days my grandma will take care of him. Well, mostly my grandma takes care of him, but my mom will help as well. Grandpa will help as well. So, I mean, literally, whenever he wants to sleep, he sleeps. When he wants to eat, he eats. We kind of just let him, you know, do his thing. So yeah, that's basically what it's been like. I feel like he's a happier baby now that he gets more sleep at night. I feel like I'm a happier mommy now that I get more sleep at night. But yeah, that was our experience. I love breastfeeding. I love the bond. I loved every part about it. But when he started getting teeth at 3 months and biting me really hard and not letting go, that's when I was like, okay, I'm not gonna make it to the year. And I stuck to it, you know, much longer. I stuck to it for 5 more months, and it was the perfect timing for us. Plus, I feel like, you know, it kind of helped. He was very, very attached to me. I mean, he still is. You know, we're very attached to each other. We sleep together. Like, we're almost always together. And I think that it was a good start for us to, you know, him start doing his own thing, you know, once in a while, and me too. So, yeah, that was our experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys keep watching and give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow us on all social media. We'll list everything down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.